African prince who found love and faith. Long ago, in the Golden Kingdom of Mali, there lived a young prince named Kwame. He was the son of the great King Sefu, a ruler renowned for his wisdom and conquests. The kingdom was vast, stretching from rolling savannas to bustling cities, with wealth flowing from the famous gold and salt trade. Kwame was raised with the finest education, trained in combat, diplomacy, and governance, preparing him to one day inherit the throne. Despite his privileged life, Kwame often felt a deep emptiness within him. He had wealth, power, and influence, yet something was missing, a sense of purpose beyond the throne. In his heart, he yearned to understand the world beyond the palace walls, to know his people, and to discover the meaning of life beyond his royal duties. One day, disguised in simple robes, Kwame set out on a journey across the kingdom. He traveled from the bustling markets of Timbuktu to the quiet villages along the Niger River. He listened to the songs of fishermen, the stories of traders, and the prayers of the elders. As he traveled, he saw both the beauty and the struggles of his people, their resilience, their faith, and their hope for a better future. It was in a small village by the river that Kwame encountered Amina, a young woman with a heart as pure as gold. She was tending to the sick and feeding the hungry, her laughter filling the air like music. Amina was not of noble birth. She was the daughter of a humble healer. Yet she possessed a wisdom and serenity that intrigued the prince. He watched as she comforted a crying child and prayed for an elderly woman. Her actions spoke of a love that transcended status and wealth. Curious, Kwame approached her. "Why do you serve others with such devotion?" he asked. Amina looked at him with kind eyes. "I serve because love and faith guide me," she said. "We are all children of the Most High, and in serving others, we find our true purpose." Kwame was deeply moved by her words. He had spent his life surrounded by power, yet here was a woman who found strength in humility and faith. Day after day, Kwame returned to the village, observing Amina's way of life. She taught him about faith, not as a mere ritual, but as a way of living, rooted in compassion, humility, and gratitude. One evening, as they sat by the river, Kwame shared his deepest thoughts with her. "I have everything a man could want, yet my heart is restless. I thought power would satisfy me, but it does not." Amina smiled gently. "True fulfillment does not come from power, but from knowing your purpose. When you lead with love and faith, your heart will find peace." Kwame pondered her words long after he returned to the palace. Despite the grandeur of court life, he found himself longing for the simple truths he had discovered in the village. He began to apply what he had learned, treating his servants with kindness, listening to his advisors with patience, and seeking ways to better the lives of his people. As time passed, Kwame realized he could no longer ignore his feelings for Amina. He admired her wisdom, her unwavering faith, and the way she saw the world with hope and love. Defying tradition, he summoned the royal council and announced his desire to marry Amina. The court was stunned. "A village woman," they murmured among themselves. "Surely the prince must marry royalty." But Kwame stood firm. "Amina has shown me the true meaning of leadership and love. She possesses a heart richer than gold, and wisdom greater than any noble born." Reluctantly, the court agreed, and messengers were sent to Amina's village with a royal invitation. When Amina arrived at the palace, she was not dazzled by its grandeur. Instead, she spoke to the people with kindness and humility, quickly earning their respect. Her presence brought a new sense of hope and renewal to the kingdom. With Amina by his side, Kwame's reign was marked by justice, compassion, and faith. He introduced laws that protected the poor, encouraged education, and promoted unity among the people. He built schools and hospitals, ensuring that all had access to knowledge and health. The people flourished under his rule, and Mali became not just a wealthy kingdom, but a place of peace and prosperity. As years passed, Kwame often reflected on his journey, how he had set out searching for adventure and found something far greater. Through Amina, he had discovered that the greatest treasures were not gold or power, but love and faith. And so, the story of Prince Kwame and Amina became a legend in Mali, passed down through generations as a reminder that true greatness lies in serving others, and that the richest heart is the one filled with love and faith.
Thank you for watching. Kindly like, comment, and subscribe. Click on the notification bell so you can be alerted anytime a new video is uploaded. And please, don't forget, share and be a blessing to someone. God richly bless you. Shalom.